So what I did is, instead of squeezing myself Georgia or to Armenia again just to have a quick break, found out that we were able to travel to Albania without any restrictions. Even PCR, they don't require PCR.
Ano na?
Ano na! Welcome back to my vlog. So, my name is Cesar. Of course, if you're new here, please do subscribe, hit the notification button para naman updated kayo sa lahat. So, I recently traveled to Albania. So, Albania, if you are not aware, Albania is just beside Montenegro. Squeeze siya ng Montenegro on the right and Greece on the left. So, this vlog is specifically targeting all the residents of United Arab Emirates. So, why Tirana? As everyone knows, we are all traveling back and forth now. We are really traveling to Armenia and Georgia. So, since I've been in both countries, Armenia and Georgia, and recently I traveled last April to Georgia as part of my COVID travel. Since pandemic hits our nations, our world, we were not able to do a travel. But last April, I was able to exercise again the traveling. Last week, specifically start of July, I went to Albania because it's Eid holiday, the 6-day holiday straight, and you are entitled for 6 days vacation. So what I did is, instead of squeezing myself to Georgia or to Armenia again just to have a quick break, I found out that we were able to travel to Albania without any restrictions. Even PCR, they don't require PCR. They don't require, for the residents of United Arab Emirates, they don't require to apply for any visa. So what I did is I booked the flight and I went to Albania. So what's basically need? Very important. If you are a resident of United Arab Emirates and you have a working visa here, all you have to do is to have your passport with the visa, with your residence visa in United Arab Emirates. What are the basic requirements? Of course, passport with visa, your booking, your travel insurance, the hotel booking. That's it. For only passport with visa, insurance, air booking, return with returns, and your hotel booking. Because I really felt that if you are going to squeeze yourself with Armenia, Georgia, that is the easiest way to escape UAE or to have a quick vacations outside UAE. Why Albania? So like what I said, Albania doesn't require you to apply for any visa. So once you are there, you will automatically be entitled for 90 days visa free or 90 days visa on arrival. It's Europe area, as well as it's surrounded by half of it is surrounded by beach area or water, and there's a lot of history like Ottoman, like the Greek, because they are so close. They are just bordered with Greece. Portions of Greece they have this kind of history, and portions of Europe like the Montenegro and Russia, they have this. So what is my experience in Albania? So the currency is most of them are lek. Some of the payments that I made is under euro. It's very cheap. Like when I arrived in Albania, since I could not get the bus, I just took taxi. I paid 25 euro for a 36 minutes drive to Durrës. Because right after I arrived in Tirana, Albania, half of that my 6 days are spent in Durrës. Durrës area is beach area, resort area, and it's also so very cheap. So you could actually see that on my next vlog, whereas I have 2 vlogs for Durrës. And after 3 days, I went straight to Tirana and I went to Berat. Berat is a very good area or regions of Albania. I got to book 6 days hotel, but it's two different hotels for just around 800 dirhams. My ticket is around 1,600, and basically there's a lot of street food. The street foods, by the way, is comprises of pizza because they are very near in Italy, and crepe. So what else could I advise you? So Tirana, aside from its rich culture, it's highly influenced. The cultures and the way of living in Albania is highly influenced by these two countries, Greece and Italy. So basically, a lot of people are also speaks Italian. A lot of people speaks Russian, and some portions speaks as Greek. Tips. What are the tips? So when you arrive in Albania, few people only speaks English. So basically, what I did is I usually ask direction questions to a younger generations or teenagers, Albanian teenagers, because they basically speak English. Not that much, but at least they could understand you and they are willing to help, because apparently older persons tend to shy away to you once you speak English. Let's say you are asking for directions, they no English. So that's it. And next is, right after you arrive in Albania, you need to have like SIM card so that you will be able to connect internet, because you could actually check the directions via Google Maps. So it's easy. As well as when you arrive in the airport, you have to at least change $100 or €100 so that you could have an Albanian leg. And I think $100 is equivalent to 11,000 leg, or €100 is equivalent to 12,500 lek. And foods are approximately ranging from 300 lek to 700 lek to 800. 1,500 deal in a restaurant in a good restaurant is actually fair enough. It's around 53 dirhams. When I arrived in Albania, I was eat a lot of pizza. So pizza is around 350 lek. So basically around 12 dirhams to 15 dirhams. So it's very cheap. The only thing that I don't like in Albania is that the tour, when you try to book a tour, it's very expensive, because one location, let's say Berat, I went to Berat. Berat is will cost you around €150 for just a day. What I did, I just went on to ask for the directions. How can I get there? How can I get that? One helpful thing is that I have language translations where I speak on my phone and then it will translate to Albanian. So that's basically how we understand each other. It's not really that much comfort in traveling in Albania using their buses, but it's pretty much will take you wherever you wanted to go. Like for instance, I went to Berat. So right after going to Tirana, I asked my hotel, how can I go to Berat? Berat is like a white houses. They are famous about white houses, so you could actually see it. I'm flashing it right here. So it's there. I was able to visit Berat without getting any tours, without breaking my package, without breaking my piggy bank, without breaking my savings. So I only spent around 2,800 lek, which is approximately around 100 dirhams, just to be able to go to Berat. It's a 3 hours drive, so it's very painful at your back. So that's it, Pansit. So if you don't have any other choice, like if Armenia, Georgia, Baku are fully booked, try to go to Albania. Albania is quite good place, very cheap, very accessible, especially for us who are residing in United Arab Emirates, because there is no visa. So that's it, Fancy. This is just a quick vlog. So by the way, when you are returning back to Dubai, you need to do a PCR, right? One of the good things in Tirana Airport is that there is PCR testing or COVID testing right at the arrival of the airport. So what I did is I have like a 2 p.m. flight. I went to Tirana Airport at 10, straight to arrival area to take my PCR. PCR test is €35 in the airport, so it's approximately around 150 dirhams. Take your PCR at the airport. You could actually find that at the websites of the Tirana Airport. Go there 4 hours before your flight. Go straight to the arrival area, ask for the direction where is. It's very easy to find because it's like a setup in the right side of the airport. There's a PCR there. Get the number, fall in line, pay for 35 euro, and after the swab test, after the swab is taken, all you have to do is wait 90 minutes, and then the result will be okay. And by the time by the time you get your result, the check-in counter is open, so it's easy. You don't have to look for anyone. But I'm not really referring to a specific time, but it's a lot more better to have an ample time, like 4 hours before your flight, so that you could have your PCR result on time. Right? And that's easy. That's how it is you don't have to look in the city for the PCR. So, if I miss something, just ask me anything about Albania. It's time to travel, guys. It's time to move around. It's time to exhaust our privilege as UAE residence visa. There's no visa in Albania. All you need to do, again, is your passport with visa stamp on it, air ticket, return of course, your hotel booking, and your insurance. These 4 are the only needed. And there you could find, and then you could travel to Albania. By the way, there's one more call. I met one Indians who were not able to board going back to Dubai because his visa is issued under Abu Dhabi. He was refused because he could not show an approval that he could return to United Arab Emirates. At the same time, he told me that it was already green, or he applied already 3 days back, but when he was in the airport, it turned red. I mean, his approval turned red that he is not allowed, so he was not able to board. Talking about my experience and the experience of others whom I met personally, so be cautious about it. So that's it. Please do subscribe, hit the notification button, and comment down below. I have a few vlogs coming up under Albania, my tour in Albania. I will try to upload it as soon as possible times so that you could travel to Albania. Armenia and Georgia is not our only options if you wanted to travel without any visa applications or without any hassles in the visa. So that's it, Pansit. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next vlog.